Okay, so we can start.
So do I have access to other people's, how many people we have in the meeting? Because I only see 1 or 2 faces here.
So I can see 15 people attendees. If you look in the participants on the bottom. Very good. So we are going to start. Well, good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday and welcome to the first of a series of about 20 webinars that we're going to be having in the next couple of months with the New Mexico Minority Business Development Agency. We're so happy to have all of you here, and for those that are watching us in a few weeks or days online, we're happy to have you here anyways. So today in particular, we will be having an overview of digital marketing and quick dive into SEO. And if you don't know what SEO is search engine optimization. So really thinking about how can you make sure that your business is really present online. So before we turn it over to our presenter, Yuka, I will do a very brief presentation of what is the New Mexico Minority Business Development Agency, and then our partner organization, SBDC, will also share. So the New Mexico Minority Business Development Agency is funded by the U.S. Department of Commerce, and we've been in New Mexico for many decades, but in this newest iteration since 2020, operated under the City of Albuquerque Economic Development Department. And what we do is to really support minority-owned companies throughout the state of New Mexico and beyond. We don't really have geographic boundaries, and we support them with access to capital, access to contracts, access to new markets, and really thinking about capacity building through many webinars and one-on-one consultations. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. We will send this presentation to the group, and we will also add information about the Minority Business Development Agency and how to get a hold of us. Thank you so much, and I'll pass it over to Fran.
Excellent. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to Gabriela and to everyone joining us today. My name is Fran Fernandez. I serve as Director of the Small Business Development Center at Central New Mexico Community College, the SBDC at CNM. We are part of a larger network of 18 New Mexico small business development centers across the state, and we are dedicated to serving the needs of small business owners to help them start their businesses, grow their businesses, and most importantly, of course, stay in business. Our center's host institution is Central New Mexico Community College, and we serve our clients, our business clients in our service area, which includes Bernalillo and Sandoval counties. Our New Mexico Small Business Development Center program was founded in 1989, so we've been serving the small business community across the state for for over 30 years now. And we have a highly skilled staff of 63 business professionals that have business management experience and business ownership expertise. We are funded in part by the Small Business Administration and the New Mexico State Legislature, and we operate through a cooperative agreement with Santa Fe Community College to provide services across the state. Our whole mission is to develop skilled entrepreneurs and strong businesses throughout our state of New Mexico. So some of our client services include our no-cost confidential business counseling, so we can help clients at all stages of business development. We also can provide technical startup assistance to help our clients understand the steps to register and to start their business, to be a legal business in the state, as well as working with existing businesses to help them continue to thrive and grow. We also provide business and marketing plan development assistance, so we can help you get started writing that business or marketing plan, and we can review completed plans. We also provide funding options. We can talk about what's available to help you in if you're looking at funding or loans, and really try to assess the best option for you. We work with lenders in the community, and we can help with the loan packaging process. We also can do market and industry research so that you can make informed decisions as a business owner while you're doing the planning process. And we also have bilingual counseling available. We have a really great team. We have a bilingual SBDC specialist, a bilingual business counselor. So we serve also our Spanish-speaking community throughout our service area. In addition to our counseling, we provide education trainings like today. We provide live webinar trainings and on-demand trainings through our New Mexico YouTube New Mexico SBDC YouTube channel. And so we really want to offer these services to you. We're here to help, and I'm just really great to be part of this group today. And we're looking forward to hearing our presenter. Please give us a call. Please, the information's on the screen. Please reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you.
Thank you. So now we will pass it over to Yuka with WSI Web Enhancers, and they will share more about digital marketing and how to do a quick dive into SEO. So take it away.
Thank you very much, Gabriela. I am kind of a small business myself still, even though business is growing. I started 11 years ago here in Albuquerque, knowing nobody pretty much, starting from scratch, this business. WSI is part of, let me go to here. Today's agenda is I introduce WSI and myself, and then we talk a little bit of digital marketing, but because we don't have too much time, we will then go and spend more time on our SEO. So WSI is a network of businesses that has been around over 25 years, and we help all sizes of businesses with all industries. We are digital marketing agency that has capacity and skills to do any kind of digital marketing, and we'll cover some of those today. So myself, I'm from Finland. I moved to USA in '99 and Albuquerque in 2007. And I started my business, as I said, from scratch in 2012. My friends told me, the few that I had here, that why you should go back to New York. It doesn't make any sense to start a business in Albuquerque, one of the poorest states. I told them that, have you noticed that when you drive I-25, there's Lexus dealership, then there's Porsche, Audi, Mercedes. All those dealerships have the yards full of expensive brand new cars. If they can make it here, I can make it here. WSI has over 400 offices in 80 countries. It took me 7 years from Albuquerque to be top 25 worldwide in my agency. In the past, I worked for ExxonMobil. I was in Finland in ExxonMobil's executive team. I run the information technology for ExxonMobil. Then I joined a Finnish high-tech company, Polar Electro. That brought me to USA and Albuquerque, and then I started this WSI 12 years ago, as I told you. And our mission here in Albuquerque is to bring the best global internet marketing practices to New Mexico. That's what we want to do. Help New Mexico businesses to grow and compete nationwide, not just against each other, but compete nationwide. Digital marketing, it's also called internet marketing or online marketing. What is it? It is a lot. And as I said, we don't have time to go through all of these different areas. We'll focus on a little bit of social media and then mostly on your website and SEO. But digital marketing includes things like Google paid advertising. We covered that a little bit today. It includes mobile app development. It includes even like YouTube or Netflix and Hulu ads. There's a lot that we could spend. Each of these we could spend an hour easily. But we will focus on some things. So website is the foundation of your internet marketing. So how happy are you with yours? Do you get any business out of your website? That's the most important question. Why would we do website if it doesn't help us to make business, get business? Do your customers like it? A lot of questions about website. Is your website mobile friendly? How fast it loads? Have you ever heard about American Disabilities Act? You can be sued now if your website is not compatible with the American Disabilities Act. I have several of my customers here in New Mexico, Albuquerque, have got threatening letters from law firms asking money to settle. They want to settle because a handicapped person couldn't access your website. So it's one of the things that has come important recently, and we don't have time to go in deeper in this today, but we are available. I'm available for you if this is something that you want to talk to us going forward. Before we go to social media, I'm going to show you a couple of examples of websites that I think look nice. Let me go here. Start by my own. Your website needs to be clean and nice and right up tell customers what you do. We do high quality SEO and web design. Those are the most important things, but we are also a full service digital marketing company. You need to make it easy for your customers to contact you. So we have our phone number on the top right corner, but then as soon as you start scrolling down, there's a major good call to action. You want your customers to easily reach you. And then you create some credibility. Why would you contact us? Because we are so good. We have something to show. And you need to think about this. How do you create credibility? It could be a customer testimonial. That's a good way of doing it. I'm going to just show a couple of other websites that we have made for our customers to show you the similar things. Like this is a Camino Health, behavioral health services for children. Again, get started. Go straight to the focus on what this website is about and easy to find call to actions. Another children-related websites that we love with the bright colors and great feeling for children. This is an example on how a New Mexico company can make money nationwide. This customer of ours is in New York, New York. They reach out to us because my office ranks so well on SEO that we get customers from out of state. And we can help you to get to the same situation. That's our goal. Another website with great feeling. I recommend, if you haven't been in St. James Tea Room, that make a reservation. You have recently seen these faces on the side of the roads here in Albuquerque. Erica Anderson is a well-known lawyer here in town. So a few examples of good working, well-working, good websites. Let me get to my presentation. Here we go. So, social media. Very much simplified here. For free, what you can do, you can create content. It can be text, images, or videos. And then you can improve your reach by using hashtags and tag people to your content. And remember to add links to your website and whatever your call to action is at that time. And then you can pay in social media by boosting your own content or just using paid ads. And there's so many different platforms. I could have easily pull out different statistics on what age groups are using for different of these platforms, but I decided not to do it today. If we were going forward, I can help you and your company to find out what is the best platform for your audience. And now we go to the main topic of today, which is the quick dive to search engine optimization. And search engine optimization is more than just getting your website up in the rankings. We need to think about the whole search engine results page. because it has more than your website. Like in here, the paid ads show first. So part of this search engine optimization is a decision, am I going to pay to be ranking up here? And we come back to this a little bit later. Second thing that shows on the search results page is this map. How do I get my business show up here in the map? Does it have anything to do with my website? We'll cover this. And then the third one is the organic search results, where now we talk about your website rankings, but that's only third on the search results page. And in my opinion, and my opinion is that we need to focus on all three of these to maximize the effect that we can have on the Google search results. So this is my customer at the Fitness Superstore. They rank #1. Notice that they are 2 times here. If we do these things right, we can have same website rank multiple times on the search results. And another thing that I want you to notice is that there are images behind the search results, and the competition doesn't have them. And that's, and again, we'll briefly cover this, how to make these images visible in search results later on in this presentation. So let's go back to the ads that show first. The search term here is fitness equipment Albuquerque, and the ad that at that time when I made this presentation was my customer's ad show first here, and it takes a lot of space because we know how to do these ads, and we use ad extensions. That's what Google calls them, to get the ads so big and bold and take room from the competition ads. So as a business owner, this can be fairly reasonably priced way to get on top of the Google search results. It's the fastest way to get there. And it's good to know that those ads don't cost you anything unless somebody clicks your ad. Just showing up doesn't cost anything. It's branding. Only if people click your ad, then you need to pay. And each click has its own price that Google tells you. And Google gives tools to know what the clicks would cost for you specifically. And you set up a daily budget. And when your daily budget is consumed, your ad doesn't show up anymore until tomorrow. So there's no surprises. So this is called Google Ads, but it's also called pay-per-click because you only pay per click. And then I give here a couple of links that you can use to get started if you want to do this yourself. The lower link is for like a help get started page on Google. And Google has a lot of training videos for you to learn this as a small business owner yourself. And this slide shows you about the pricing. So in Google Ads, there is a tool called Keyword Planner. And that Keyword Planner, like in this case, I searched for fitness equipment Albuquerque. Google tells that it searches about 90 times a month on average. And then there's 2 columns. Lowest click price is $1.96, and the highest, if there's a lot of competition, a lot of ads running at the same time, then the cost can go to $6 per click. That helps you to set up your budget. If you want to have like 100 clicks a month, your budget would be $600 for this at the most, and lowest $196 will give you those clicks. So it's a basic ad with these tools that Google gives us. So that's the first way to do search engine optimization. Go and decide if you want to run ads. Then the second one that we show that shows up in the search results is this map listing. how do you get here? Because again, this map listing is higher than your website. So I think we should pay really much attention to this. If you show on the map listing well and often for different keywords, maybe your website ranking is not as important. Even though we strongly recommend that your website would rank as well. The more you show on the first page, the more likely it is that customers notice you and call you. So the first thing is you need to take ownership of your own business list. Even if you have done nothing, Google learns that your business exists, knows where the address is, phone number is. Google populates the listing and shows it on the map. Now your responsibility is to take ownership of it. And then you can edit it. There's a process where Google proves that you are an owner. If the listing has a phone number, you can prove that the ownership by letting Google give you a call. But if there's no phone number and there's an address, then Google can send you a postcard. And the card has instructions what the next step is to how to verify the ownership. After you have done this ownership verification, take the ownership, then you need to fill your profile up to 100%. It means that you select from different categories that Google lets you select. There's 10 maximum that you can pick up. You need to create your own description. And here you can use your keywords, the words that you want to be found with when people search in Google. And then you need to get reviews, and remember, always reply to all your reviews, even if it's good or bad, specifically the bad ones. Hopefully we don't get too many bad reviews. But if you get a review that is not 5-star, it is an opportunity for you to show passion and that you care, and it may even increase your credibility when you give a good response to that. So there's more information briefly about this Google business profile. Notice there's calls and there is messages as well somewhere. Messages. You can activate this and people can send you a message directly from Google business listing. You set up a phone number and you get messages on your phone, or you can get emails if you want to. Remember to add photos, do everything that as I said, 100% fill it completely. If you have a business that you allow bookings, you can even let people make bookings themselves to your services. So directly from the Google business listing. Very important. As I said, reviews are super important. You know yourself, when you go and check different products, you always check the reviews. And as a business owner, it's super important that you learn to ask for reviews and make it easy for your customers. So here is an example for you. You can take your phone right now and scan that barcode and give me a review, give WSI a review, read it right now or after we have finished this presentation. This is one example for you how you should be very active asking for reviews. Okay. Now we'll get to the website part of the SEO. How do we help our website rankings? By the way, if you have questions there, you can interrupt me anytime with the questions. So in this case, I searched for SEO company Albuquerque. And in the search results, there's this clutch.co ranks #1 at that time when I did this, and my website ranked #2. So I was the highest ranking local website. But there's this huge national website that has Albuquerque specific pages, and they are very difficult to outrank by local companies. So again, when we look at these search results, as a business owner, I need to make a decision. What can I do with this clutch? And in my case, clutch is they sell their services, and you can pay them to rank high inside the clutch listing. It's like Yelp, if you're more familiar with Yelp. So depending on industry, almost all industries have some of these national sites that rank well, regardless of what you search. So you need to decide if you want to spend money, like I pay for clutch and I rank inside the clutch. But then I've done a lot of SEO for myself to rank well locally here. And then I'm going to give you details on how you can help your own website rankings yourself.
Yuko, there was a quick question. The question was, does Google verify whether or not the review is by an actual customer or client?
Yes, you can't leave a Google review without having a Google profile. So you need to have a Google Gmail account to be able to leave a review to Google. And when you do that, it's kind of very simple to create a Gmail account, but at least you have taken the step to create a Gmail account for yourself. The review is always connected to somebody's Gmail account.
That's helpful to know.
Yes.
So there might be trolls out there, but they're doing a lot of work to
Yeah,
create a Gmail account and then
yes.
make reviews. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
There was another quick question. How do we get the QR code for our Google reviews? How do you create them?
You can Google free QR code generator. Just Google free QR code generator, and you paste your URL in that. They have a field that you just paste your URL that you want to have, and then it gives you the QR code, and then you copy paste that code to any materials that you have. But those free ones, you need to pay attention, they expire. They don't last forever. So if you want to have a printed material that has a QR code, then you probably need to pay for the service, the QR code service. Okay, when you look at your rankings, always use the private window. It gives you different results than if you just use the regular window on your browser. So this is Chrome. Chrome calls it incognito window, and Safari calls it private window. So if you use this, Google doesn't use your search results or search history as a part of the results. Like if I search with the regular window, SEO companies Albuquerque, I always rank #1 because Google knows that I visit my site and the results are personal for me. With incognito window or private window, the results are more reliable. They are what your customers see. Okay, basic principles about SEO. Let's go to the next page. There we go. One page on the website can be optimized for one product or one service. You can't optimize one page to a lot of products. So the basic principle is that if you have multiple services or multiple products, you optimize that you create multiple pages on your website. So you end up having a lot of pages on your websites. And we earlier looked at that Google Keyword Planner, where you were able to check how much a click will cost for a keyword. And that tool showed you how many times each keyword phrase is searched a month. So using that tool, you can find out what people actually are searching. You don't need to guess. And the tool is free. So using that keyword planner, you find the right keywords, and then you create the pages around that keyword. And I will tell you how to use the keywords on the pages next. There's some language that you may not be familiar. Most of us know what URL is, but I'm going to show you. So the keyword needs to go the website URL, and then it needs to go something called SEO title and description. I'm going to tell you what those are and show you an example. And then on the page itself, the visual page, you have a header, main level header where the keyword goes, and then first sentence, last sentence, and naturally in between. And then you name your images as well using the keywords. So I'm going to jump to example page that I can show you what these are. Here is my customer, the fitness superstore. And this page is about used and refurbished exercise equipment. That's what this is optimized for. If somebody is searching used or refurbished exercise equipment, we want this page to rank up. Okay, so this is the URL, just the link to the website. Keyword is there. Here is the main header of the website. Albuquerque and El Paso, that's where we want it to rank. Used and refurbished equipment in Albuquerque. And then we use it in the subheader. And then we use it in the first sentence, and you see that it's bottom of here as well, used equipment. And then it's naturally in between. You don't need to stuff your content with the keyword. So this is the visual content. I'm going to call it again. URL on the top, main header, subheaders, and first sentence, last sentence, and naturally in between. Then there are a couple of fields that are not visual on this web page. Let me show what this would look like in Google search results. See here. Access the latest used and refurbished exercise equipment. This is called SEO title, and it only shows in Google search results. And the black text is SEO description. And again, you don't see it on the page itself. So when you create a website, each page has these two fields that are somewhere on your website development tool. If it's a WordPress, you need to add a plugin that gives you access to these two fields. If you build your website with other platforms, they also have a place to put this. So you want to tell Google what to show in the search results as a header and what the description is. This header is very important to have the keywords in here. But like if you are building a WordPress website, naturally WordPress doesn't have place for these fields. You need to add, in WordPress, you add functionality by adding plugins. So you need to add an SEO plugin. There are many different ones of those. One that we use often is called Yoast SEO plugin. Make sense? Not too complicated? Let me go back to my presentation. Again, images is a good way to use keywords and the keyword in the name of the image, but images also have something called alt text or alternate text. It's a text that is not visible, and it's meant for, again, those handicapped people. I mentioned in the beginning of this Americans Disabilities Act. Part of that compliance is that every image on your website should have an alt text that the handicapped person can listen, because they can't see the picture. They can listen what is in the picture. And that's a good place to put the keyword of that page as well. Any questions?
Hi, Yuka. There was a comment in the Q&A. It's actually about the QR code that you were mentioning before. So there's some organizations that feel that QR codes are not safe due to security issues and scan on your phones. Do you have any thoughts on that?
So it's just like another link. I don't have a comment on how it could be unsafe if you do use it properly. So let me go and show you how this QR code, the example that I used, free QR code generator. So I use this one to create a code to my presentation. So what I do here, I put my Google review link here. I'm going to use my own website here this time. So if I take this, drop it here, and it automatically creates this QR code on the site. So I just copy pasted this into my presentation. I don't know, it doesn't come to my mind what kind of a risk there might be. And as I said, this expires. I don't know how long this free will stay here, but it's going to last through this presentation. I don't know if I answered the question, but this is how I created it.
No, that's helpful. Yeah, I know there's some issues like around like cybersecurity, or if like your phone can be hacked since you are using your personal phone, right, with the QR code. So, but I don't know if that means because you have to be on the same, for example, Wi-Fi, right, for that to happen. But I think it was helpful actually for you to show us how to do it. That way each business can make a decision for themselves and see if that's something that they want to move forward or not.
Yeah,
but if you have any comments, go ahead.
Yeah, I think that the risk may be there that if you just go on and scan all kinds of QR codes, there may be a QR code that is not like to healthy place. You click it, and now you may have a risk that somebody tries to put virus on your phone.
Yeah, I see. So maybe if a QR code is actually taking you to like a phishing scam, some
Exactly.
kind of situation. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Thank you for showing us that.
Okay. So in one of the Fitness Superstore search results, I showed you that it had images next to the search result. Those images are done by something called schema markups. And this is additional code that is not visible to people on the website. And your programmer adds that code. And the idea is that we tell the search engines additional information about the page. So the schema markup language has a ton of different ways of saying things. So for example, take a Titanic. Titanic can be a movie. It can be a ship that sank in early 1900s, or it can be a song. And if your page is about Titanic, search engines may be confused, except if you use this schema markup language and tell it, hey, Titanic is a movie in this case. And the director of the movie is this, and the release date is this, and next showings are, you can even, if you have some kind of party coming on or exhibition, you with the schema markups, you can tell search engine that, hey, the show opens on February 15 at 9 o'clock, and it goes for 3 days. And now Google uses the schema markup and under your search results shows the opening hours. Or you can say this is an image of the movie trailer or something like that, and Google shows that image on the search engine results. You can tell Google things about your business, name, founder, year when it was founded, stuff like that. And now the search engine has clear understanding what this page is about. And it's again, Google decides if it uses and shows this additional information in the search results. But we have tested this and found out that it's helpful for your rankings. Plus, it gives additional information on the search results. If you use WordPress again as your website platform, there's a plugin called Schema and Structured Data for WordPress and AMP that you can use to make these schema markups without being a programmer. But this is a little bit more work than just building a regular website. And then I think we have one more slide at least. Backlinks. Okay, now you have optimized your website. You have a perfect page for your, let's say you sell some skin care products. You have optimized a page for your best skincare product, but there's a competitor who has done the same thing. They have well optimized the page. Google still has to rank those two pages. And now Google goes deeper in your website and starts looking at, do you have any links coming to your website? Where do they come from? How many links you have? The more links you have from good websites, the more credible your website is in Google's mind. So those two skin product websites, one of the websites has a lot of links coming to it, the other one doesn't have. The site that has a lot of links coming to it starts ranking better than the site that doesn't have those links. So now you need to create links to your website. And the first thing that you want to do is that you update your Google, Yahoo, Apple, and Bing profiles, because all of those have place for your website. Each of them becomes a link to your website. As well, you update your Better Business Bureau profile. If you are a member of a Chamber of Commerce, make sure that you fill the profile and put your website there. Now your website has backlinks from Better Business Bureau, Chamber of Commerce, Google, Yahoo, Apple, Bing. If your small business competitor didn't do that, your website starts outranking them. Now you can additionally do more backlink building. You can write blog posts and post them not on your website, but in other places. There's the posting blogging sites like WordPress itself originally was just a blogging site. You can create profile there, start posting there with every post having links to your pages. You have relevant content about that specific skin product, write a blog about it, put it in a WordPress profile with links to the specific page, not only the home page, but the specific page that talks about that product on your website. And now that page has an additional backlink. You can put links to your pages in social media. You can, there are some people that this guest blocking has $signs behind it. There are people who are good content writers and they are authorized to post links in like news stations websites, and they monetize that. They say, I can write an article about you, but you need to pay me. And then that article has links to your website, and now if they come from a news station website, they help your rankings a lot. There are all kinds of guest blocking services around. And another way is that you start using, for example, Customer Lobby is a site that is a third-party review site. You can give Customer Lobby like 20 phone numbers, and they call to those customers and ask for a review on the phone. And if you tell that, if the customer gives you 4 or 5 stars, Customer Lobby writes that review, puts customer's name in there and posts it on their website with a link to your website. And Customer Lobby is very powerful website, so you get backlinks that way. So these are some examples on how you can help your own backlink building. Any questions about this? So that concludes the presentation and the time that we had. And again, I ask you, like you should do yourself as a business owner, give me a review. Was this helpful for you? Hopefully it was helpful and you are happy to give me a good review today. Just scan that QR code and help my small business here in Albuquerque to be found and liked. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Yuka. And I'll just share. So for the attendees, if you have additional questions for Yuka, please place it on the chat in the Q&A. I'll just follow up on the comments that we were having about QR codes. Someone was also mentioning that it's not just the threat around, cybersecurity with the QR codes, is that sometimes the user doesn't know where the QR code, where is it going? So they were suggesting also giving the full URL so that, customers and clients can make a choice if they want to just type in, of course, the website to go to the review page or go into the QR code. But anyways, I don't know if there's any other questions from the group. Yuka has lots of information. And so that we all understand from attending this webinar, many of you will have the opportunity to have a one-on-one session with Yuka or somebody from his team from WSI Enhancers. And they will be, for example, if my business is Water LLC, I'm thirsty clearly, so that's why I'm talking about water, then he would help create like a whole search of seeing what is your presence online, what does it look like, and then give you feedback on items to work on. So we're going to be working with many of your companies, and we will be connecting you to WSI Enhancers in the coming days and weeks. So
I'm excited about that. We love to help local businesses here, specifically if they're small businesses. And that we would start by analyzing your current website, your social media, whatever you're doing online. If you do paid advertising, we analyze that as well. We look at your website. We look what your messaging is. Look about those call to actions, and give you like a 15-minute, half an hour, like one-on-one session where you can learn how to improve your presence, and then you can decide to do it yourself or hire somebody to help you to complete those.
Fabulous. And that's something probably MBDA also has to work on. I think it's probably something that all small businesses and organizations need to be, thinking about and refreshing from time to time so that you can be, first of all, findable, right? But then also relevant in the market. So thank you for that. Let's see here. Oh, somebody was just saying they've just posted a review for you, Yuka. So, well,
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
If there is no additional questions, we will be then ending the webinar. We will share Yuka's presentation with the whole group. We will also post the recording on our YouTube channel. That way, if you know of other small business owners that are thinking about, online marketing and online presence, please let us know. And then you can just send them this video as well. And we will follow up with how to connect with Yuka.